Welcome back, everybody, to Popdust Presents. We have our second artist of the evening with us. This is Rony's Insomnia. How's it going?
Good.
I'm so excited that you're here on Popdust because you, just like Daria, are somebody that, you know, I've known from the local music scene and, you know, always want to be working with you. And so this is like really cool to have you here. You're going to be playing a couple songs for us today?
Yeah.
What do you have in store?
I have a couple of originals, maybe a cover if that'll work it out. But I'm excited to see you because like we first met when you were driving me crazy when I was doing sound for you.
Yeah. I felt really bad.
No,
but now,
it was so much fun.
With
your light up pick and wireless guitar.
I have the light up pick over by my desk
tricks.
actually. Yeah, no. So for anybody that knows the local New York, you know, rock scene, Rony is like an excellent live sound engineer, and I've driven her crazy many a time. But I'm very proud that she's put up with me, and that I've since then gotten to know her music, and now we get to show it off. So, wow, you really play that guitar.
Thank you. I like this guitar. Thank you for letting me play it.
Yeah, that was like my first one, and you play it much better than me.
That's enough now.
It makes me angry, but that's why I have the light up pick and everything, is to distract people from the fact that I can't play like that. But you've been playing for what, like 20 years at least?
Yeah.
That's amazing. And okay, so just to give people a little bit of your backstory, because you're New York based now, but you were born and raised in Jerusalem.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Some people might see it as a wild thing. For me, it's just where I'm from. So I was born in Jerusalem, and then we lived in Paris for a few years, but I was basically in Israel until I was 20 when I was discharged from the mandatory military service that everyone has to do. And about a month after I got discharged, I left and I moved to London for a few months. I hated it.
Hated London.
Yeah, it's just not the city for me. It's everything closes at midnight.
Yeah, London. What's the deal with that?
And I'm a night person. Rony's Insomnia is my band's thing, and like I also don't drink alcohol, so there's really nothing for me there. So quickly, you know, 3 months later, I moved here, and I wasn't even 21, and I've been here, 7.5 years now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, no, and to put it in context, I mean, I'm from middle of nowhere, South Jersey, so when I meet somebody from like, you know, Pennsylvania, I'm like, that's crazy. What was that like? You know, but yeah, so Jerusalem, and then Paris, and then London, and then New York. We've got some like international artists today. It's very, very worldly. It's very cool.
You got the whole globe in your hands tonight.
And just so that people understand, the scarf from Portugal, this is because you are about to get your Portuguese citizenship?
Yeah, I'm getting a Portuguese citizenship, but that's also your excuse proof of why you weren't here, right?
Yes. Last week I was abroad. You know, I'm also very worldly and cultured.
Yeah.
With many things. So tell us a bit about that song, and then I'd love to hear another one.
Yeah, it's funny. I almost never talk about my songs.
Well, now you have to.
People don't really ask like what was that about. Yeah, this song I wrote about the experience of basically saying goodbye to. I can't even say it was a relationship, but just an emotional feeling that you have for someone, or an emotional experience that you have with someone. And you realize that was just not the right time or the right person, but it's really important for me to continue to keep a very warm spot in my heart for that person. But also specifically, I think the person that I wrote this about was very fresh to the world.
When you say fresh, you mean like cool?
Like everything was new and like, you know, exciting, and this song kind of encourages that person, myself, whoever listens to it, to really embrace being young and being fresh to everything and loving that feeling for sure. Yeah, it's called Permanent
awesome.
Visions. So
Now, is that from your upcoming record, Light?
yeah, working on a second record right now.
And your first one, your debut album, was about 3 years ago, Count to 10.
Yes.
Look at it. I got all the
your
facts
homework.
down. And all right, so are we? Is everything tonight the new stuff?
Yeah, for sure. I don't really. I mean, I sometimes sing songs from that old record, but every new song is another reason to not sing an older one.
I know the feeling. It's like, you know, a new
progress. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm excited to hear what you have next.
Cool. Yeah. So. This next song, the name is not final, but I think it's gonna be Erin, Love Slow, and this song is. So if the other song was about someone else being new to a lot of experiences and being fresh, this song is kind of about my experience with it and how I was in a long relationship and it ended, and all of a sudden I was like hit with the world. I was 25 and felt like I was just born, and got introduced to just nightlife, but in the most beautiful way. Just found out that I love to dance and love to just live my late night life and be proud of it almost, and not fight it and, you know, oh, I need to sleep because, you know, I can just sleep when I die.
That's right.
So here we go.
It's amazing the sound that you create yourself just alone, but normally you perform a trio, right?
Yeah, well, I wasn't playing with a band in about a year. Things just kept changing and people kept going away, including myself. But I have a new band form right now with a fantastic bass player and drummer. Yeah. And we play with the computer generating sounds that are actually, most of them were produced by myself and my fellow producer for the album. So people that actually come to band shows now are getting like the album played live because all the electronics are what we use on the record.
Can I be the person that carries the computer or something? Because
can you operate it? Because it's all on me, and I'm really.
I would love to be. I just want to be a part of it. So I mean, no, this sounds awesome, and that's cool because it's so beautiful. Is like, you know, the picking on the guitar and everything, and it's got this like, you know, cruisy, bluesy vibe. But then I could also imagine like a Daft Punky beat under it, you know? And
yes, thank you for saying that.
And it could be like a real dance song, like, you know?
Yeah, there was one
like
song on the
some summer cruising with the top down
on
the 101, you know.
Love it.
Right? That's what I'm picturing.
I love it.
Had like a
Thank
whole,
you for picturing that.
Yeah, no, I had a whole visionary trip during that, and it's not just because of the ayahuasca I sipped before this interview. I think it was the music mostly. And then partially the ayahuasca, but that was very, very good. And do you have a cover for us today?
Yeah. Were you?
I didn't actually have ayahuasca.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she's like, I'm not sure.
I did. So
did
I'm
you?
Like, what? How did you?
Did not.
How did we?
Okay.
Oh. We're just gonna do. Yeah, because that was like this weekend, so I'm just shocked that you're like.
Oh, we're gonna have to sync up on our mother vine cycles.